Hey guys, this is Hope Said It back with another Hope Said It Uncut video for you. It's been a while since I talked about this, but it has to be said. 90 Day Fiancé, right? I tried to run from it. They have so many franchises, but you know, I think they just know me, and that Nigerian couple just kept pulling me back. Y'all know in the previous seasons, I liked Michael and Angela. Now we have Usman and Lisa. I'll get to all that later, but 90 Day Fiancé, for those of you who don't know, the show is about someone finding a love overseas, and then they're trying to use the K-1 visa, which means that you have 90 days after they land into the U.S. to get, married. You have 90 days to get married. So there's the 90 Day Fiancé, there's the 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days, which I'm talking about, which is before they actually file for the K-1 visa. Then there's, what happened now, and this and that. There's so many. But I'm talking about 90 days before the 90 days. And I'm doing a breakdown of each couple, no particular order this time, but I'll just do whichever ones come to my mind first and give you a little rundown. So whether you watch it or whether you don't, this is for you, okay? This commentary is all for you. Let's talk about Usman and Lisa. Usman is a Nigerian. He's Hausa. I'm Igbo, but that's neither here nor there. The similarities between Lisa and Angela, I mean, they're both Caucasian, elderly, blonde, thinnish hair, heavier set, chain smoker voice. Like, it's just the same person. They literally cloned Angela and said, hey, they could be cousins. But either way, Lisa found Usman, aka Soulja Boy. He really is Soulja Boy. That's the name he goes by. I mean, Soulja Boy, not Soulja Boy, like our Soldier. Okay, so it's quite obvious that Usman just wants to come to America to be a star. Like, even when they're applying for a visa, he's like, yes, I'm sad that it can't happen because that's longer time for me to not be in the U.S. Like, he does not care about Lisa. He wants to be Soulja Boy in the U.S. Lisa is a little aggressive, just like Angela was. A little more forceful. Usman's mom didn't really want them to get married. They had to wait. Lisa went to Nigeria, and a big part of the storyline was getting Usman's mom to bless this marriage. And so she said no 1 or 2 times, and then finally the last time she said yes. One of the reasons that she said no in the beginning was because she was like, no, I don't want him to go and be a slave. Now, listen, I never even thought of that. Like, if all you know about white people is slavery, I guess I would be scared too, or you just see what's going on TV as lately as 2020 and what's happening racially, and that's what she originally thought. It was not a joke. I think she meant like a physical slave. I mean, it's an elderly white lady with a, younger black man. You don't know. Maybe she was like, oh, you just want him as a workhorse, boo. He ain't doing your yard for free. But she eventually said yes. And now we're at the part where we're just waiting for Usman and Lisa to kind of get married, or how that's going to look. She wants to get married before she leaves Nigeria, but we'll see. I mean, it's an interesting relationship because everybody can see that Usman obviously wants to just come to America. Now, my boy Michael, he did some things for some change. You hear me? Even if he was faking, he deserved it. Just replace Michael's Angela, please, baby, please, with Usman's Lisa, baby love, baby love. These nicknames, boy, but those women swoon over them. Usman and Lisa, good luck to you. No, not good luck to you. Usman, just don't make Nigerians look bad, okay? Now, how about Ed and Rosemarie? Oh my goodness. Ed is this little Oompa Loompa of a man from California. He's short, he's overweight. He doesn't have money. He's not like millionaire money, but he's better off than some impoverished Filipino people, Like, his whole thing was, oh, I think Rose is with me just for my money, or because she wants a better life. Look at you. You called yourself ugly, so give her a prize. Come to the U.S. She has to look at you every day, boo. You called yourself ugly. This is not me talking. This is you. He basically went to the Philippines and was testing her each time to see, oh, are you just here for the money? Oh, are you just here for the money? It was pretty sad because he made her get an or no, not made her. He asked her to get an STD test, asked her to brush her teeth more because he was like, oh, your breath, it's not pretty. And she has an ulcer, so she was like, no, I brush my teeth every day. I have an ulcer. Thanks for making me feel like 2 feet tall. So he just did a lot of stuff. It was very much like some American superiority type stuff, you know, I feel. And then finally, what I love about Rosemarie, at the end, she was like, no, because a secret that Ed was keeping from Rosemarie was that he was scheduled to get a vasectomy. Now, all this time that they were talking and courting, Rosemarie has been saying, she wanted 2 more kids, and she's young, so she wants kids. Now Ed is 50 something, but he never divulged the fact that, hey, I don't want to have any more kids. He never said that. So that was messed up on his part. He told her that towards the end of his stay there, and she basically broke it off and said, no, like, you treated me like garbage. I don't think you love me because you never trusted me, and then you kind of put me down all these times, and then you're gonna drop the bomb that yeah, your future plans, yeah, I don't want to do that, I'm having a vasectomy. No, dude. So Rose was a hero for that one because Ed was getting on my last nerve. Like, everything was, we're gonna be in this house, and this, yeah, you're in the Philippines and she lives in a little impoverished village. It's fine, you knew that. He comes, oh, we're sleeping where? Is that? Listen, if you ain't ready for an overseas experience, keep your butt in the U.S. Now, I'm just going to gloss over Darcey and Tom because I'm so sick of this lady being in these series. I think at this point, she just wants to be on TV. This is a girl from Connecticut. She had that toxic relationship with Jesse from the Netherlands or Holland or something, some European country. They had an explosive, horrible relationship. She cries too much. She's a drama queen. I don't know. She's just a victim. Same thing with Tom. So she's with Tom in this series. Tom's from Great Britain. And it's the same thing. She's just a crybaby. She wants to be told she's loved every 2 seconds. If you don't, you're not paying attention to her. I'm sick of it. They broke up. Shocker. And Darcey will probably be on next season with some guy from New Zealand. And they will break up as well. Okay, so another couple that's on an annoying cycle is Stephanie and Erika. Erika's from Australia and Stephanie's from America. And Stephanie's like a YouTube star. And I guess she acts all sensual on YouTube. And then, you know, she's in person like real, what do you call it, hypochondriac? Like, she's just very like, oh, I'm very sick and I get blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just different. It's a different persona from what she puts herself out there to be. So that's that. She goes to Australia to meet Erika. And Stephanie, I feel, is just jealous. She's jealous. She's insecure. It's just a fight after fight. They fight. Stephanie walks away. Like, I'm just not interested. That's their situation. It's not memorable to me. You know who else is not memorable? Let's talk about David and Lana. Lana is from the Ukraine, and David has been trying to pursue her for the last 7 years. He claims they're dating. We'll see. David tries to visit Lana for 4 times. Lana stands him up each time. And so this last time is what we're seeing. He goes to the airport. No, Lana. He goes to wherever she says they'll meet up. No, Lana. He asks for her address. He goes there. No, Lana. It's very sad. It is very sad because you just see him getting stringed along and along. The website that they talk through, it's not free. Like, he pays to chat with this lady, and he still gives her gifts through this platform. So it's very obvious that it's a fake situation. She's taking your money, and she has been for 7 years. You understand that, right, David? Okay, maybe not. That's fine. So since he doesn't understand that, he hires a private investigator. Okay. Private investigator says, yeah, this is a catfish situation. This girl has this picture, or someone is using this girl's picture on multiple dating sites. And he said, no, you're lying. Boo-boo, you paid me. I don't need to lie for you about your love life. But he doesn't even believe the private investigator. So it's a lost cause. Like I said on the blog post, go to hopesaidit.com. Love is delirious, apparently, and he is on full throttle delirium. Okay? David. And you know who else you should feel sorry for, but not really, but feel sorry for? Yolanda and Williams. Yolanda is a mother of 6 kids. She's a widow. So we'll just blame it on the morning of the death of her husband, her late husband. I just don't, it's it's crazy. She's up there like, Williams is my boyfriend. He's this model from England. Listen, it's obviously stock photos. There's never a photo that's normal that she gets from him. It's always posed. It's always obviously beachy. And then she gets on the phone with them and he sounds straight Nigerian. I was like, dude, there's a difference between English and African. Like, yeah, they used to be colonized by the English, but come on now, there's still a distinction. This is not Williams. This is Babatunde. Let me tell you how I know that this is a Nigerian. First of all, I heard the voice. Second of all, his name is Williams with an S. Only Africans are going to do that. I don't know anybody who's named Williams with an S and ain't African. That's just me. You know, there could be. Please enlighten me. But just from my experience, that's what I know. This is 419 for you, okay? You're getting scammed, and I'm sorry because you're kind of old and naive, and it's sad when your adult children have more sense than you. Because they even did a reverse image search, and it came out that, you know, these are stock photos. And she's like, no, Is it possible that someone is stealing Williams photos for their own child? There is no Williams. There's not. You have Geoffrey and Varya. That's an okay situation. They got off to a rocky start only because it was awkward between them when they first met, but then they started loosening up and knowing each other. The kicker for this one is that apparently Geoffrey used to sling drugs when he was in his younger life because they grew up poor. So he was, you know, slanging some stuff on the streets. But he served his time, all that. And so that's something and that was like 15 or something years ago. So that was his past. But still, you know, he has a felony or something on his record for it. So he told that to Varya, and, you know, Varya's kind of hesitant about it. Her family absolutely does not like that, but she's still learning to trust and open up about it. She has issues with his past, but he's just trying to hopefully help them move on. I think they'll be fine. I think they will move on. I mean, it was 15 years ago. It's different if it happened like, you know, last year or while we were talking, you know, but it's a while. So I think they'll be fine. Ooh, let's talk about Avery and Ash. That started off pretty good, but then, ooh, it clashed. Ash he's from down under. And Avery, you know, that's his girlfriend. Ash is a relationship coach. Now, really, I think he's just an Instagram guy who started giving positivity tips, and he wanted to cash off of that, and you'll see why. So Avery meets Ash. Things are going okay, but he's kind of always saying the right things. He never really wants to dig into any issue, and so she kind of sees that as a red flag. But while they're there, he has a relationship seminar or something, and that's really when he dug himself into a hole. He was talking about how you need, and maybe he just explained it wrong, I don't know. He was saying you always need a feminine and you don't always need a masculine energy. You can never be compatible with the same energy. So if you're giving off feminine energy, you can't attract feminine energy. There always has to be an opposite. So some people were like, well, you know, what if I'm an alpha female and my partner is kind of an alpha male? No, you guys are just friends. Okay, because I've been in relationships where, you know, someone's asking him this. I've been in relationships where, you know, we were kind of the same thing. You weren't in a passionate relationship. It was just friends. I'm like, oh, now you're telling people what to think. It was just bad because you could tell he was kind of trying to talk himself around the situation, knowing that the room wasn't feeling him. And he felt bad, but I think he didn't like Avery's reaction. So after the seminar, I think Avery was just like, hey, what was that? And do you really think this? And all this other stuff. And I think he wanted to just let it go. It was already a bad day for him. But he claims she was being insensitive and hounding him when he really needed support. So they just had it out. They had it out, and that's probably the break. That's probably their breaking point. They're probably going to break up at that point. I think Ash is hiding a little too much. And he's the one that said he's single. Like when she was saying, hey, a lot of girls text you, he was like, well, I'm single. Technically, you're right. If you're not married, you're single. Some people say that. That's true. But if you're in a committed relationship, you just gonna talk to other females? I heard that he was taking a break from social media. People were bashing him so much. So he just needed time to reflect. And I can imagine once you're like, you know, pushed into the spotlight like that and you don't have real sound relationship coach expertise, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. So yeah, 90 Day Fiancé, get you some. It's just interesting to watch. Like, I think everybody quarantined should just watch one episode to see what it's all about. Check it out, it's on TLC. And follow me at hopesaidit.com and on social media at hopesaidit. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know what you think. Who is your favorite couple and who are you not feeling this season? Let me know. Bye. How, oh my gosh. Okay. Brush her teeth more. It was, oh my gosh.